when we went to school, we knew the problems that we had to confront. And some of us were able to cope, even though we were being discriminated against in school at almost every turn. But we had to have a family background or a family who understood and would say, look, well, we know what you're going through, so it's okay. Come back home. Come back to your home here. We'll discuss it and we'll talk about it. But the next day you go to school. And the next day we'd go to school. But some people did not have that kind of resource, family background resource, who would say precisely that. So next day you go to school. You heard all kinds of things talk about our families or what we did or what we ate. You know, maybe sometimes we'd get talked about because we ate tortillas and we brought tortillas in our brown bag, you know. And then sometimes, you know, they would say, make jokes about the Mexican Americans or the Mexicans. They didn't call us Mexicans, they called us Mexicans. And you'd hear it, and it hurts. And then you'd go back home, and you had to have some help at the house to tell you it's okay. You're going to be okay. If you just keep going, you're going to make it. And don't, for God's sakes, don't try to start a fight because they're going to beat you. And that's the kind of thing that parents would have to tell you. And they were very protective. Our family was very protective. Cuídate, don't, be careful where you go, be careful with what you do, all the time. And everybody else was going through the same thing in that same community. But a lot of them just said, I can't take this thing anymore. To heck with it, I'll go to California, or I quit school, or I'm just not going to take this from these people anymore. And they quit. And so that was what we called, nowadays we call it the push-outs. And they were really being pushed out. So if in our case, where I might have started at the first grade with 100 Mexicanos, and we ended up in high school graduation, I remember 5 Mexicanos, I know their names, out of about 100. It started out with me, and we, as I say, some kept dropping out, until we ended up with 5 Mexicanos.